Jean-Francois Revel wrote a book back in 2003 called Anti-Americanism. He argued that most of what passed for European criticism of the United States wasn't really about policies at all. It was ideology, myth-making, and moral scapegoating. America was a stand-in, a symbol elites used to cover for their own failures. 2 decades later, look around. France just burned through 4 prime ministers in a year. A no-confidence vote over austerity took down the latest one, while Fitch downgraded the country's credit rating. Norway's coalition collapsed over EU energy rules. Germany, the AfD doubled its vote in the last federal election, became the second biggest party in parliament, and the CDU under Friedrich Merz is shifting right to keep up. Europe is fragmenting. Sovereignty debates are ripping coalitions apart, and the public sees humiliation in every trade deal with Washington. So that isn't just politics. That's exactly the pattern Revel sketched out. Elites exaggerating American flaws, turning the U.S. into the boogeyman, and ignoring the rot at home. He said anti-Americanism was a mirror for Europe's insecurity, and here we are. Brexit behind us, collapsing governments right in front of us, right-wing nationalism rising, and every problem still somehow America's fault. Now, to be fair, not every complaint is irrational. Tariffs and unilateral foreign policy choices do real damage. But the storyline that America is always the villain does more work for Europe's self-image than it does for actual policy. That's the feedback loop Revel warned about. Europe resents America, America gets defensive, and the cycle deepens. The point isn't that America is flawless. It clearly isn't. The point is that the hostility says more about Europe's own fragility than it does about us. If you want to understand why this keeps happening, and why the old continent can't stop using the US as its foil, you need to read Revel. This is a Radulich, that's me, university book. Jean-Francois Revel's Anti-Americanism. He saw it coming. Now you can see it playing out in real time.